Hello, my name is Kristiana. I'm about to go into my third year of studying undergraduate biomedical science, which just was crazy to say, by the way. The time has gone so fast. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what you should be packing for university and what you should probably be leaving behind, because I was a bit of an overpacker and there are loads of things I didn't end up using that I thought I would. So I just thought I'd share some wisdom that I've gained in the past 2 years of things that you should maybe leave behind and things that you should be actually bringing with you to university. First of all, starting off like really simple and basic, an extension lead. Oh my god, you're definitely going to need an extension lead. I feel like at university, especially now, a lot of it is very much paperless. For example, I have what I like to call my Apple ecosystem. I have my iPad where I take written notes, then I have my laptop where I actually do my assignments. All this tech starts adding up with like AirPods, my Alexa, and all these other things, and you definitely will start feeling like, even though you have loads of plugs and sockets in the accommodations, that you are going to need an extension lead. And I just feel like it's just a must, so definitely do not forget to bring an extension lead or even two, because it really does help. Now, this might feel like common sense to some of you, but I don't know why. I was just thinking practically. I wasn't even thinking in any other way when I was first moving into my accommodation. Bring something that's going to make your room feel like home. Like, if you think about it, you're going to be spending about 8 to 9 months in your accommodation. Like, you're going to be living there for quite a while, so you really want it to feel like home, especially since you're not quite at home. You're obviously at university, so you want to be feeling really comfortable there. So bring something that makes you feel like home, whether it's a blanket, decor with like family pictures, or your favorite stuffed toy. I'm a Jellycat person, so I make sure to bring my Jellycats and my Legos so I can display them, and that just instantly makes it feel like very much my room. It's got like my personality in there. Maybe even like fairy lights. That always really makes the room feel nice and gives it a bit of an ambiance. This next thing that I'm going to talk about is literally a must, and I have been doing this since my first year, and every time I've been so grateful for it. Bring storage boxes, like the little plastic boxes that you can sort of buy in like Tesco's or Home Bargains, because whilst yes, you do have wardrobe space and sort of cupboard space and shelves, there is actually other spaces that you can utilize. For example, beneath your bed, you have spaces that if you've got like a lot of trainers or something, you can just put them in a storage box and just have it under your bed, or just maybe for important documents that you don't necessarily need in your drawers and you kind of want to utilize that space for actual university stuff, then these are really important. Also, sometimes within the wardrobes, there's not enough shelves for all things. So like all my gym wear used to be in like a box that I would have in my wardrobe, and it just helps with sort of organization, having everything in a specific place. And also the thing that I utilized quite late on in my first year is an ottoman. At the end of my bed, I had an ottoman, and that is where I kept all my sort of like my clean towels and my clean bed sheets and things like that. And it was just nice for it to have its own space, and it wasn't taking up space anywhere else, like in my wardrobe or anything like that. Now, the things that you won't need in your room area, I feel like I've heard a lot of people sort of talk about these things, but I don't necessarily agree. First of all, a doorstop. Never in my time at university have I ever thought, oh, I really wish I had a doorstop right now. First of all, we've got fire doors in the accommodations, which means that they are supposed to be closed for a reason. It's for your safety. That's the first thing. The second thing is, anytime I've ever wanted to hang out with my flatmates, I've just kind of gone into their room or they've gone into mine, or in the kitchen, you tend to have like a communal area where you can hang out. You won't need it. You'll just drag it around for no reason, so don't bother buying yourself or even bringing along a doorstop. You'll be fine without it. Stationery is another thing that you really won't be needing. Like, obviously bring some pens and whatnot, but realistically, like I said, a lot of it is paperless. The only time I've ever reached for a pen or anything like that is when I've had a lab, because that's the only time that I'm not allowed any tech or anything like that. Oh, and to be honest, during exams. But other than that, I've never really reached out for highlighters or anything like that. Buying excessive stationery, you won't really need it. Don't bother. And it hurts me to say, because I love stationery. I am one of those people that like sees that section in Tesco's, you know, when it's back to school, and I'm like, oh my god, look at the club card prices, and I really want to buy it all. But there's absolutely no point. I still have so much of the stationery that I bought in my first year. You'll be fine without it. Also, candles. Don't bother bringing candles. It's a fire hazard. You're not allowed them in the accommodations. If you want to make your room smell nice, you know, there's so many other alternatives to that. You could buy one of those plug-in diffusers, or just have one of those diffusers on the side. Keep that at home. Another thing that you won't be needing in your room is books. They're just heavy to move around. And listen, I love to read. I really enjoy reading. So now I have a Kindle, because that way I don't have to carry around all my books and move them from one place to another. Don't buy too many books. Don't bring too many books. They take up space and they're really annoying to move around. And lastly, in the room area, for things that you won't really need, is an iron. You won't need it because the university accommodations actually supply you with an iron and an ironing board, and also a Hoover. That's all stored in like the kitchen, like a little cupboard. So if you need it, it's all there. So don't bother bringing it along because you just have it already. It's provided by accommodation for communal use. For the kitchen, I really recommend that you bring some food containers, maybe like Ziploc bags or the little Tupperwares, or, you know, sort of cling film and tin foil, because one of the best ways that you can save money at university is kind of by meal prepping and planning around your meals and things like that. It also reduces waste. Trust me, you'll find yourself reaching for it more than you think you would. Unfortunately, there's some sort of curse within the accommodation world where when you buy utensils, as in like eating utensils like forks, knives, spoons, all that, the forks go missing. The forks always go missing. It's happened to me 2 years in a row now, where I'll come in with a certain amount of forks and I'll buy like half of the year, I've only got like 2 left. Buy some extra utensils. I highly recommend that they're quite distinctive, so you know which one's definitely yours. So buy some extra forks. Which sounds a bit random, but trust me, I don't know why it happens, but it does. Also, this might seem like another like really obvious thing, but when I was moving into my accommodation, I did my fast food shop. There are things that I didn't think about because you just have them in the house, like seasoning. You just have a lot of seasoning in the house, you know where to get it, and you don't really think about, I'm gonna have to re-buy all of that. So when you do a fast food shop, or if you already are doing some like little bits, buy your seasoning and don't forget about it, because you don't want to start cooking and suddenly go, oh, I'm actually missing something really important that I usually cook with. For the sort of like kitchen area, the only thing that I can say that you probably won't need as much as you think you will is the quite niche cooking utensils. For example, I brought with me a wine bottle opener and I had never used it. It's now living it with my mum. Also, some of the electrical appliances that you can sort of get in like a little middle aisle, whilst they seem really like great at the time, they just end up taking a lot of space. You probably won't use it. I know that a lot of people like their rice cookers, and I loved my rice cooker at first, but then I realized it was a pain to store, and eventually I also learned how to make rice without my rice cooker. So just be aware that it can just sort of be sat there for ages, taking up space, and you won't really use it. Lastly, I'm going to talk about sort of the bathroom, and to be honest, I don't really find that I got too many things that I didn't use in the bathroom. I think I managed that quite okay. Obviously be mindful because it is a smaller space. First of all, make sure to get a bath mat. So in the Keys accommodation, it is a wet room sort of bathroom situation, so I used my bath mat outside so I could sort of dry my feet on there. Another thing that people were a bit weird when I said that I really wanted for university but has actually been my savior is a squidgy, especially if you have the wet room, because once you have a shower and the whole floor is wet, it's quite nice to just squidgy it all down. Make sure to also bring like a little bin to have in your bathroom. You do have a bin with your accommodation, but that's just kind of like to have in your room. But if you want a bin in your bathroom, make sure to buy like a little bin to have in your bathroom, because obviously that's really useful. Also, don't forget to bring a small mirror with you, especially if you're kind of doing your makeup and stuff, because whilst the overall mirrors in the bathrooms are really good, the lighting's not always the great, and you kind of want natural lighting, and you might be wanting to do your makeup in your room and things like that, so don't forget to bring a small mirror for that. And lastly, for the thing that you won't need sort of when it comes to like your bathroom area at universities, to be honest, all I can really think of is, first of all, a toilet brush. The accommodation provides it. Don't need it. They'll provide you with one unless you have a matching set of things that you want to buy, but other than that, the accommodation will provide you with it. Also, too many organized things. Some bathrooms are bigger, like my Keys bathroom was quite big. I was able to have like a little trolley thing that had all my toiletries on it, but then my Pastures accommodation bathroom was a little bit smaller, so I just kind of had like a little tray that held all my skincare in it, and then in the shower I had my shampoo and conditioner and body wash and all that. So that's everything that I can sort of think of that made like a really big difference, or that I wish I wouldn't have brought to university with me, and the things that I was happy that I did bring to university with me, or that I wish that I initially brought with me. Whilst these are all quite small things, they really make a big difference. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!